slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
In New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is mad. If you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll your when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. You ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded at the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Let's go. The receiving team.
Set, ready, 6 again, 8 again. Watch the run.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they had won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Check 26, check 26. Back.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup. Outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. On third down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And this one is right down the middle. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Luck stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check out.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go. Check out. Green 80.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And 12 at the 47-yard line.
So go.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now Leonard Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing his Luck. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want, the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Fournette. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Luck. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Luck. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 1st down, Hines. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this time Mahomes will throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think. Sure, I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it down. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11B. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey,
a shotgun snap for Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Butker is... So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken about the 12. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Lott. And the pressure gets to him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist. Alert.
Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 27, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Rush in.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Luck now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They are going for it. It's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37
now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
You better be afraid of me.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Jason Barrett brought him down. A 6-yard pickup.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Strong right. Strong right. 3 down. 3 down. Watch twist. Watch twist. Let's go, Mexico. Twist. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Eleven. Switch up.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. You. Hey, Mike 52.
From the gun, here's Locke. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
12.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. He's going to air one out. And no, it's incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Love. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Love. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the 1st down, Chiefs.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Pull it together. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Smoke.
Now Mahomes. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Love. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. One last throw here for Locke. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.